All right, it is the Sports Titan Game Day Live. It is the halftime show broadcasting live here. Austin Stanley and Sam Phelan. The score at halftime is Tampa 7, Titans 3. Tampa getting a touchdown on a second quarter screen pass to Rashad White. Tennessee gets an opening drive field goal, stalling out at the red zone after having first and goal inside the 10. And the Titans offense gets nothing doing after that. A lot to talk about here on our halftime show. Sam, before we dive in, tell everybody what they got to do so we can officially get rolling here during our very fast and lightning round Titans halftime show.
Yeah, hey, make sure you guys share the show before we get into everything here. A lot to talk about, a lot of, again, frustration to air out, which feels like a bit of a redundant theme in some of these halftime shows here. But, a lot of thoughts. Make sure you share the show, get your friends in here, join the conversation for about 10 to 15 minutes.
Yep, that's right. Share the show, like the show on Facebook and YouTube. Let's thank all of our great friends and partners for our Titan Game Day Live before we officially get going. X Golf Nashville, the Mint Gaming Hall, BetMGM, the law offices of Amanda J. Gentry, Chim Chimney, Adventure Science Center, and Jarrett Fire at jarrettcompanies.com. So, Sam, look, I mean, the opening drive of the game, the Titans moved the football quite a bit. And I was starting to think, hey, maybe my pre-game prediction of the Titans scoring 30 points or more in a game for the first time in almost 2 full years is going to happen. But right after that, look, there was some bad decisions by the coaches and dumb mistakes by players, and the Titans can't protect Will Levis. They can't get anything consistently going on the ground with Derrick Henry. They can't throw the ball down the field, and they're punting a lot on 3 and outs with Ryan Stonehouse. And the defense, Sam, has played pretty fine outside of one screen pass there. So I'll let you kind of give your opening thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, the defense had that really bad series really across the board. They gave up a couple explosives to Mike Evans before the screen pass that Rashad White took to the house. It's hard to really look anywhere but the offensive line right now, whether it's, the lack of run blocking, the lack of protection for Will Levis, or the penalties that have single-handedly killed some of these drives. It really makes you scratch your head. I'm scratching my head too at the play calling right now and at the Titans coaching staff. Absolutely doing a disservice to Will Levis right now. Not moving him out of the pocket at all whatsoever. Yeah. You're not using his legs. You've made him a statue. You've basically put training wheels again on your quarterback where you're in 2nd and 20 and you just decide we're going to go draw, surrender screen, and punt the football away. Have some balls, have a little bit of guts. Let's actually try and play some football without the training wheels on. Quit being like soft out here to this entire coaching staff. Let's try and play some football and shove it down their throats. And let's see like, hey, what does your quarterback have? But questionable play calling. Andre Dillard, horrific and out of the game. And still this offensive line somehow even worse in a lot of ways. So there's a lot of problems right now. It's bad.
Yeah, there are a lot of problems. And, Andre Dillard gave up a sack on the Titans' first drive that led to the Nick Folk made field goal. Then Nick Folk has missed a 51-yard field goal, his first miss of the season. But I look at Andre Dillard giving up that sack on 3rd down. It was 3rd and goal from the 12-yard line.
Speed rush by Vita Vea.
Right. Yeah, which, look, but that's Tim Kelly's fault. Like I put that sack allowed by Andre Dillard on 3rd and goal from the 12 on Tim Kelly because Tim Kelly had the 1st and goal opportunity inside the 10-yard line on the opening drive, and you do a stupid toss play that's worked 4 times out of 100 to Derrick Henry, and you lose 2 yards, and now you're back outside the 10-yard line, an incomplete pass on 2nd down, and you're sitting there in 3rd and have to score a touchdown, and Dillard is a sitting duck. And so when you have bad players like Andre Dillard, coaches can't make them worse by putting them in bad situations by calling plays that are consistently failing, like Derrick Henry toss plays. And I went back and looked, Sam, and the Titans offense in that opening drive, on 1st down, they gained 15 yards to D-Hop. They gained 9 yards to NWI. They had some productive plays.
15 to Tajay Spears on the direct snap.
Yeah, right, on a 1st down, right? But then they have a -2, a -2, a 1. Levis gets tripped by a tight end's feet, -10. And so when you're in these minus situations on 1st down, you're putting your bad players in position to be even worse. And that's what it was on that third down sack from Andre Dillard. There was no way they were going to complete a pass for a touchdown from the 12-yard line on third goal anyway.
Right. But we do need to throw like some shade at Andre Dillard too. Like, I know the broadcast was like, oh, Will Levis fell down. And, it was easy to look at the fact that he stumbled. I tweeted it out. Andre Dillard got cut through right there by Shaq Barrett like it was butter versus a steak knife, butter versus a damn machete. I mean, that was Shaq Barrett. He just went whoop right through him. It doesn't matter if Will Levis is on both his feet staring right at the pressure. He has no chance of escaping that. I feel like you've completely handicapped your quarterback, both with decision making and play calling, as you brought up, with your offensive line play. It really makes me skeptical for what is going to come. And by the way, like I have some reservations about even saying this defense played all that well. Yet you only gave up 7 points. I think you're very lucky to have only given up 7 points. Baker Mayfield, bad decision on the interception, kind of gave you one for free, throwing into triple coverage when they could have potentially gotten into field goal range there. Baker Mayfield missed Trey Palmer wide open for what could have been a touchdown, would have been a huge gain to get them in scoring range, ended up turning into a punt. Like, you've made some mistakes. You've been lucky enough that, heck, that last possession, Mike Evans drops that ball. He catches it. They're kicking a field goal. So, 7 points, okay, you're not dead. You're not out of this yet. They did do some good things. They had a couple sacks. Overall, they stopped the run, even though Tampa doesn't run the ball whatsoever. But I think you also dodged a few bullets where this game could already be over with. If it's 17-3 right now, there is a 0.0% chance that the Titans win this football game.
And so, Sam, you're trying too hard if you're going to blame the half on defense.
I'm not blaming it on the defense. I just think, I think the idea that the defense played amazing. There was a little bit more to that than I think just 7 points. They got a little bit bailed out by the fact that Tampa failed to execute on offense, which is part of the game.
Yeah, Tampa is averaging 5.8 yards per play to the Titans' 3.3 yards per play. They threw a pick that was stupid.
How many yards per play? 5.8?
5.8 yards per play by the Bucs.
That's
look, 43-yard touchdown catch and run is going to help. And some other chunk plays are definitely going to help there too. But Baker's not been great. He's been fine. 9 of 14. Levis is 9 of 13, but he doesn't have any time. And so the defense has holes in it, but they have done okay outside of being incredibly slow, looking like they're running in sand on that screenplay that went the distance there too. But I'm looking at the offense, and I want somebody to step up around Will Levis to help the guy, because everybody is failing around Will Levis. Hopkins and Kyle Phillips.
You can't even just say Andre Dillard. Yeah, he was bad, but Dylan Radins comes into left tackle, back-to-back false starts, kills a drive. Chris Hubbard gave up a free sack where he let his guy run right by him and landed in Will Levis's lap. It's not just a one-man show right now. It is the unit as a whole. And I guess that's what happens when you've got 4 or 5 injuries on the offensive line, and you've got, Andrew Rupchich out of Culver Stockton playing right guard for you, but that's where we're at. So somebody's got to step up, and it sounds similar to what we said against Pittsburgh, Austin. I want to give Will Levis a shot here. I want to give him a chance. And that's why I keep directing some attention to Tim Kelly and to this play calling. You know that this offensive line is bad. You cannot keep relying on, we got to protect. Try and get creative to help out your offensive line. You're not helping them right now. Move your quarterback. He's an athlete. Move him. He's 24 years old with good speed. Let's see some of it. This is not 2015 Peyton Manning we're dealing with.
That's right. And the first 2 plays of the game, I'm thinking, okay, this is a little bit of something, because D-Hop catches the 15-yard pass. You do the direct snap to Tajay around the end for 15 yards, and here you go. Derek loses 2, but then you get Chris Moore to get right back to 3rd and 1, and you convert. And then again, hit the NWI on the 1st and 5 after the penalty, and you're moving. What happened? Where is that? It was the Titans were the aggressors on offense for the first drive up until they ran the stupid toss play that never works. Yet Tim Kelly, Todd Downing, Arthur Smith, and any other play caller under Mike Vrabel wants to run, and it's not going to work. And so when that's where they stopped being successful. So let's go ahead and ask this question because it is just 7-3. I don't think the Titans are going to hit 30 points like I predicted in the pregame.
Yeah, that over is
show.
looking not good.
Looking safe if you took the under, if that's what I'm saying. All right, so let's get to this. What is your confidence level in the Titans winning this game? They're just down by 4. What is your confidence level in the Titans winning this game? Just down 4. I want you guys to tell us on a 1 through 10 basis the confidence level in the Titans winning. But first, Sam, I want to tell everybody, like the show. Hit that thumbs up button. We need it. Facebook, YouTube, like the show. So many more people are watching right now that have not liked the show yet. I've liked it on Facebook and I've liked it on YouTube too. So I'm doing my part here while I'm hosting too. So make sure you hit that like button. That helps us out tremendously. We'll be live for the Amanda J. Gentry postgame show coming up after the game. But Sam, I'll send you the chat. What are you seeing here from these confidence levels?
Alonzo's at a 4. Scary Harry's at a 3. We got a 4 from Curator, a 0 from Kendrell, 2 from Bryce, another 2 coming in, 0 from Jacob. Trevor's a 3. Jameson's a 3. Guy's 1. Derek is 1. Brad's at a 4. Bryce is at a 2 from Zook, 4 for Eric, 0 from Andrew, 7 from Chris. He's our high so far. 5 out of Dave, another 1, 1, 3, 4, 2.5, 2, 2. A 5 from Wes, 4.5, 4, 3, 2. It's pretty low scores across the board, with 7 really being our highest here. Austin, I'm kind of aligned with the chat. I'm giving it a 3. I fell for this last week when the Titans were still in a football game against the Steelers and buying into Will Levis's ability to make a couple big plays happen. I fell for it then, and I realized none of this is going to happen if you can't protect. I've got 0 faith in this offensive line right now. And like I said, I think the defense a little bit more fortunate to have only given up 7 points. Baker Mayfield executes a little better in the second half. You have to be pretty close to perfect offensively. Yeah. So not high.
You're at a 3. I'm at a 3.5. I'm going to get a little bit more optimistic. Bruce, a couple super chats real quick before we got to go. Dillard is gross and continues to be 2. Titans coaching is abysmal. And Coach Zach said, did you see the Rashad Weaver tweet 4 hours ago? Yep, we talked about that in the pregame show. We will be live for the Amanda J. Gentry postgame show. So once again, shout out to all of our great Titan Game Day Live partners and friends. Shout out to them. We'll see you guys for the second half, after the second half for the postgame show. Enjoy it. See you soon.